Game 4 on the day here on SoCalCollegeSports.com of the 2017 Water Polo Championships live from Cuesta College. Mike Cepeda, Carl White with you on today's coverage. Happy you've joined us, everybody. It's Santa Barbara, San Joaquin Delta, semifinal number 2 on the women's side of the bracket. Santa Barbara comes in as a top team according to the Cap 7 Water Polo rankings. Delta ranks 6th. San Joaquin Delta undefeated in conference play, 10-0 in the Big 8. Meanwhile, Santa Barbara 8-0, also undefeated in conference in the Western State. We'll have starting lineups for you shortly here. Well, Carl, we had a pretty good game in semifinal number 1 for the women between Sierra and the defending state champion, Riverside City College Tigers. That saw Sierra move on to tomorrow's final. The winner of this game will take on Sierra for the 2017 state crown.
I think we'll see a pretty good game this afternoon as well, because I think Jeff was saying that San Joaquin Delta was the number 1 seed going into the SoCal Regional, or sorry, the Northern Regional. Yeah, the Northern Regional, and they got upset by Sierra. Yep. So.
Yeah, in fact, they had won 7 in a row coming in to that match, and then dropped the NorCal Regional Final to Sierra. Sierra comes in as the 1 seed in the women's side. And speaking of which, when you look at the Cap 7 rankings, Sierra not even in the top 10. So that was a bit of an upset in the NorCal Regional. We should have a good final tomorrow. Santa Barbara, top team according to those rankings. Very impressive this season, an overall record of 29-3. They come in winners of 10 straight.
I wonder who their 3 losses are to.
I'm going to tell you those. I'm going to tell you that right now.
All right.
Way ahead of me, partner. The losses came to Riverside, not a shocker there. Riverside and then Orange Coast. So 2 to Riverside, 1 to Orange Coast. That was a battle last year, I believe, that we saw them in the final up at Las Positas. We will have a new champion on the women's side here in 2017 after the Wolverines from Sierra dispatched Riverside in the earlier semifinal for the women.
All right, so it looks like you got, for Santa Barbara, you got number 3.
We have Alyssa Russell-Sadoff.
I see number 9.
Megan McKillican. Great name.
Yeah, number 5.
Kemi Dijkstra.
Number 4.
Haley Johnson.
And then it looks like number 12 all the way down there.
Sarah Parson.
And then I couldn't tell you.
Nicole Pelosi in goal.
Okay. And then with Delta, we got number 2.
Natalie Lamy.
Number 4.
Alyssa Anderson.
Number 8.
Maddie Witkowski.
Number 7.
Kate Allen.
That's number 10.
Jessica Diaz.
And then I think it might be Talia
Poo.
Yeah, Talia Poo or Pow.
Pow.
Poo, Pow. Looks like Pow. Right?
We'll go Pow.
Okay. Because maybe.
So the dark cap is the 1 seed. So Santa Barbara in the black caps, in the white caps. San Joaquin Delta with possession, working left to right, and we'll have an exclusion here.
Quick kick out. I thought the help was there, but referee disagrees.
So quick man advantage here for Delta. Looking to strike first blood. That pass off of the mark.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good job by Allen retreating to the ball to maintain possession, 20 on the shot clock. Pass near side. This is Lamy.
Good block.
Lamy inside. She's looking for Hannah Hayes.
And ball under.
Hayes whistled for the turnover. So Russell Sadoff will take it up ahead here for Santa Barbara, and the Vaqueros looking for their 11th consecutive win coming in. Still no score early. Exclusion now on San Joaquin Delta. Hayes, the offending party. Ball out front, pass far side.
Just be patient, move the ball around, take a smart shot.
Dijkstra. Pass is off the mark.
And they should be even now. So it needs to be a pass and a shot if they want to get it
Power play
off.
null.
There it is.
That one cross cage, and Kemi Dijkstra with the goal. Get a pretty good shot of it here on the replay. As Dijkstra did a great job of taking her time and finding the mark.
My sun's back from here. Can't escape the sun today.
Now the sun bearing down. Well, it was pretty shy early on, but it has not been shy over the last couple hours. Santa Barbara on the board first. As Delta will look to respond here. 6:05 to go in the opening quarter. Semifinal number 2 for the women. Game 4 of coverage on the day. The 2017 Water Polo Championships here from Cuesta College.
Oh. Let's see what she does. Oh,
that's a pretty good job by Lamy maintaining possession. That shot off of the mark. It'll go back to Santa Barbara. It's a pretty impressive move there from Natalie Lamy to maintain possession. Looked like she had given up the ball.
Yeah, that was she didn't really take it for a ride. She just kept spinning around and was able to get a shot off.
Frazier on the far side. Cross court. Cross pool, rather. McKillican gets it back from the middle.
That's what they do here.
Good packed in defense here from San Joaquin Delta.
They got an isolation downside. There you go.
1-on-1.
Shot.
This
nice
is Parson.
Block.
Parson blocked by Powell. So Talia Powell with the save.
Goalie's out.
Powell on the season, 327 saves total.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. One of the leaders in the state for the 3C2A. Turnover back to Santa Barbara, looking to add to their 1-0 lead here. Under 5 to go in the opening quarter. This is Frazier. Frazier working on Diaz. She'll give it up near side. The pass does find its mark.
And kick out.
We'll have a kick out. Man advantage opportunity here for the Vaqueros. As Frazier has it at the top, off of the crossbar, the ricochet finds itself into the hands of San Joaquin Delta, and Diaz will take over for the Mustangs.
That's good swarming right there. You don't want to give Santa Barbara another chance to get a shot off.
So Kate Allen will bring it ahead for San Joaquin.
Oh,
Witkowski.
nice move.
That's
Good
just
finish.
a terrific finish and move from Maddie Witkowski, freshman attacker for the Mustangs. Evens things up at 1. See the replay here. That's what we call in basketball a nice 360 spin move.
And we call that a 50-cent ride.
50-cent ride?
Yeah.
I like it.
Got to charge him 50 cents for that. 50 cents for that ride.
I like it. 4:08 to go here in the opening quarter. It's 1 apiece.
Don't see too many of those in the women's game. But still pretty even when they do it.
Absolutely. Frazier with a free run here, a free swim, if you will.
They're a crowd in the middle. I don't know what they're doing. Try and get a drive going.
Frazier nearly had it stolen. Now it is stolen. This is Hannah Hayes with a steal for San Joaquin Delta. Delta looking for their first lead. Kick it back to Powell. Powell up the head to Lamy. Lamy with a lot of water in front of her. Natalie. Nobody home. Has to keep it. She's being converged on by McKillican.
Offensive foul.
We'll have an offensive foul go back the other way for the Vaqueros. McKillican. Cross pool.
Gotta get that out. Nah. Ooh.
Wide open inside, and Powell unable to do anything. Haley Johnson On the mark. The lead back to Santa Barbara, 2-1.
There's just not a lot you can do. You know, when the offensive player is that close, you just got to get your hands up and hope that they shoot a terrible shot.
Hope for the best.
Yeah. Let's see how Delta bounces back.
Well, we talked about one of the leaders in the state. Number 1 in the conference for the Big 8 is Talia Powell. 320 saves. How good is that? It's more than 100 saves better than the next best from Sierra.
Is that in the state or just in the north?
In the Big 8.
Oh, okay.
Powell wins that possession after the deflection. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Semifinal number 2 on the day. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Make sure to go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. We will have coverage of the entire weekend of the Water Polo Championships for both the men and the women. Here from Cuesta College. Our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. All of the games will archive to our channel, so if you're unable to watch it live, backhander there off the mark from Kleinert. Taylor.
There's a sneaky backhand there. I didn't
think
she was gonna get that off.
I think she surprised everybody. The Vaqueros, lucky that she went wide left of the cage. That's a terrific pass.
Keep your hands up. Good.
Better defense.
Great defense.
This from Leticia Mosqueda.
She kept her hands up and she let her other defensive player come help her out. That's perfect. That's textbook defense right there, especially when you're beat like that.
Up ahead, this is Allen. Allen with a little bit of room. She will turn the corner looking for inside water. She'll have it working one-on-one, and this is stolen. She kept it a little bit too long.
Lost a hand on the ball.
And Poulos now with possession for the Vaqueros.
But the problem with what she just did there is now her team is down on the counterattack.
Yep.
You usually don't want to chase after the goalie, but no one's looking for the ball, so it ended up working out for her.
Poulos maybe a little late with the advancement pass. Just an exclusion?
No.
Just a foul.
It's a good foul to stop the momentum, but then
entry pass into the middle. What a pass and what a finish. That was McKillican inside. We'll see the replay here.
We miss it?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll have wholesale substitution for the Mustangs. 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. Good job of stamina management here from the coaching staff of San Joaquin Delta. Get your starters in at the end of the first quarter. Get them a little breather. Delta falls behind by 2. We have a steal here, and this is a ball under.
Yeah, that was an aggressive steal. She went a little high. That could have. If she played that a little differently, that could have been a kick out.
Haley Johnson with the steal up ahead. Great pass. Emma Frazier one-on-one. And great recovery defense. This is from Madison Lincoln.
That's not what you want to see.
What happened here, Coach?
So the girl that just lost the handle on the ball didn't do a great job of playing transition defense, or the Delta coach or the Delta player did a great job of selling the foul. So let's see how Delta plans for a man up here.
Well, they're down by 2 here. The momentum has shifted in favor of the Vaqueros, but obviously still within striking distance are the Mustangs, so they're going to have to come up with something nasty here, close the gap.
It doesn't even need to be nasty, it just needs to be smart. You know, nice, good, crisp cross pass into a hand and straight into a goal makes everything easy.
I think that's been the difference early on here, Carl. The Vaqueros more crisp than the Mustangs.
Yeah.
In terms of their passing, and they have the lead right now by 2, 3-1.
Yeah, they're also capitalizing on all their opportunities. Right. You know, they've had, 2 goals in front of the cage?
Exactly.
So they miss those, it's still a 1-1 game, but they're capitalizing where they need it. Now let's see what the coach Roth is drawing up for their defense.
So out of the timeout, up an exclusion, is San Joaquin Delta. Frazier is off for the Vaqueros. 40 seconds to go in the opening quarter, semifinal number 2. In the women's bracket, Hayes with it at top. Anderson, Lamy.
Oh.
Lamy, great pass in the middle. This is Kate Allen, and Allen, a thing of beauty, puts it in for the school.
So if you take a look at that, that's just a misplay on defense. He was trying to isolate the girls up top, but just some miscommunication there leads to the Delta goal.
How about the pass from Natalie Lamy?
It's a great pass.
So the lead is 1 for the Vaqueros. 23 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Working for an ISO here.
Killican.
She's inside. Another one.
Enters inside. This is Parson looking for the cage, and it goes over the crossbar. Last possession, likely in the first quarter, will go to the Mustangs. Defense by Frazier here. 3 seconds left. Likely not going to be a shot, and we will go into the start of the second quarter. Top team from the south, Santa Barbara, on top of San Joaquin Delta, 3-2. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Game 4 here on semifinal Friday, live from Cuesta College. Mike Cepeda, Carl White with you on today's coverage. 3C2A 2017 Water Polo Championships. 3-2, the Vaqueros from Santa Barbara on top of the Mustangs from San Joaquin Delta. Start of the second quarter. And Carl, what did you see in that first quarter?
Well, the Vaqueros are just dominant on offense, and I feel like the only reason why San Joaquin has 2 goals is because they've been a little lackadaisical on defense. Yeah. So we saw it with their man-down defenses. Coach Roth had a plan, and the players just failed to execute, and it led to a wide-open goal.
And if you're San Joaquin Delta, you have to like where you stand. You're only down by a goal.
Yeah, and they're not performing, terribly on offense, but it's not the best. They've capitalized on, Santa Barbara's errors, but they're still not getting all the shots off they need. I don't know how many shots they got off in the last period, but right here, their offensive setup is they got a couple girls at half and a couple girls just outside the 5.
Yeah.
To be successful, you need to get down within inside the 5. Have your top your top players be able to shoot from, not 10, 15 meters.
Parson with it on the far side, gives it to the top goal scorer on the season, Emma Frazier. We have an offensive foul turnover. It'll go back to San Joaquin Delta in the Whitecaps.
On number 5.
Get that win against Dijkstra.
Yeah, Kimmy Dijkstra. Warren, what you did.
Well, meanwhile, this is Kate Allen, lead goal scorer on the season for San Joaquin Delta.
She's not live. She wasn't live. Goalie the coach disagrees. Huh.
Coach, what'd you see there?
Well, the San Joaquin Delta coach said that his girl was live.
That'll result in a goal going back the other way.
That's unfortunate. So what happens is if you get a foul, you have to pass the ball before you can shoot it, unless you are going to take a direct shot outside of the yellow or the 5-meter line. So that girl was swimming the ball down, and Santa Barbara was saying that she wasn't live. Delta was saying that she was. The referees agreed with Santa Barbara, and unfortunately that led to a
goal going the other way.
Yeah, so instead of maybe a 3-3 goal, it's now 4-2 in favor of Santa Barbara. So
2-goal switch in favor of the top team from the South.
Well, he's got 7 in. Come on, referees. You guys got to watch that.
Now, is that a penalty?
No. It's a correctable error, and the referee should have caught it sooner, but they didn't. So they're just like, oh, whoa. Just everyone, let's back up. You get your full shot clock back again. The ball's back where you want it, and then get the player out, and let's go.
So back to 35 on the shot clock. Poulos will enter it in. Or check that. Talia.
Great defense.
Working on Kate Allen. That was Bray.
You got your isolation where you want it. Girl needs to follow in.
Lamy back to Allen. Allen looking for the middle. No one there. They're looking to enter. They're looking for Witkowski. Witkowski finally has it. She skips it in past Poulos.
That was great. Great offense.
A terrific execution there from the Mustangs. Great replay, Maddie.
Yeah, she put her hand out where she wanted the ball. The ball came to her, and Susie came to her. It's like a big kid going after a cookie. I'm gonna get it. She scored. Got the other guy laughing. You're kind of just stone facing me.
Matt Henson, technical director,
loves the jokes.
Definitely a fan.
I try to stay focused. No offense.
I guess that's why they call me the color commentary, right?
There you go. I'm just very black and white. That's why we bring you in, looking to up our content this year on SoCal College Sports.
I'm hoping I'm doing a good job.
No, you're doing fantastic. Frazier looking for a little breathing room. Again, great defense here from San Joaquin Delta. They win the ball. They have possession.
Let's see what happens in the center. It could be
counterattack. Whitney Dorr with a little bit of room up front. Working with Witkowski, who just scored.
Get it down line.
Dorr.
You got your horse in the center open again. Oh, nope. Never mind. Oh.
So we have a foul here.
Yeah.
Possession will stay with San Joaquin Delta. They get things started off, and this is going to be another foul. Going to go against Haley Johnson. 12 on the shot clock. Allen.
Santa Barbara's doing a great job on the perimeter. They're forcing, bad passes.
Lamy trying to go and cross cage there. And Nicole Poulos not having it. It's going to stay here. Poulos unable to let that get past. Is that the barrier? The backside?
The end line. Yeah, so when the goalie hits it and it hits the end line, or
stays
goes
here
over the
on
line,
offense.
it'll stay here on offense.
All right, so Hannah Hayes with it on the far side, guarded closely by McKillican.
Oh, they're running ISO. They're trying to anyways.
Dorr with it out front.
Oh,
One-timer, not there for Hayes.
Offensive
Poulos
foul.
all over it. We have an offensive foul. It will go back to Santa Barbara. Poulos looking up ahead. She has McKillican.
she got all the way weak.
McKillican, one of the top 3 goal scorers for the Vaqueros. She has Tori Bray out front, and we will have
5-meter.
5-meter shot coming for the Vaqueros. Emma Frazier, lead goal scorer for Santa Barbara, will take the shot. Coming into today's contest, Emma Frazier with 80 goals on the season.
Good goal.
And she adds to that total right here, 5-3. Santa Barbara now with a 2-goal advantage, 4:33 to go in quarter number 2. Our coverage will start at 9 a.m. tomorrow, third place games. It will be Long Beach and Sierra for the men. And then the loser of this game will take on Riverside, the defending state champs, dethroned earlier today by Sierra. If that sounds confusing, that's because Sierra, for both the men's and the women's, made it up here to Questa College. Well, I guess they made it down here. They're in the north.
Yeah, the third place game is just a tough game because you have to deal with all the emotions tonight that you just lost, and you're not playing for a state championship. But
season's not over though.
No, you got a third place game. You got to come ready to play tomorrow.
Absolutely.
There's a kick out. Yeah, she's heavy. Yep. Went over the top.
Delta here on the doorstep with a man advantage.
They need this goal. Go back within striking distance. Well, they're still in striking distance, but be even closer.
Looking to close it
there you go.
gap.
Ooh.
Oh, Poulos with a fantastic save on the doorstep.
There you go. Spread the ball.
Great
He's got a
reaction
girl.
time there from Poulos on the replay. Johnson with it on the far side. Worked on by Kate Allen.
Center. He's got 12 open.
Johnson.
There you go. There you go. Let's see what she does.
Looking inside
Ooh.
and right back at you. Talia Powell. Up ahead on a counter.
Oh, look at the Santa
Powell
Barbara
gives it
goalie.
up ahead, and Poulos comes out to intercept.
That's 7 meters. She swam all the way just to steal that.
Pretty good closing speed for a
Oh,
goalie.
yeah. She probably swims for him as well, so. He's got center. Oh, she's a lob
Lob
instead.
shot.
No?
Not there for Frazier.
She must not have been outside the 5. I can't see the referee down here what his call was, but that must have been it.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's 5-3, Santa Barbara on top of San Joaquin Delta. You are watching the 2017 Water Polo Championships live here from Questa College.
Oh, good defense.
Santa Barbara in the black caps. San Joaquin Delta in the white.
Yeah, it's just been the Santa Barbara mantra all
Great
game long.
pass up ahead. This is Johnson. Haley
You're
had a bit of daylight early on, and the defense right there. Mosqueda with a steal.
But I love what Santa Barbara's doing. They're getting steals, they're getting heavy pressure on the outside, and they're converting that into fast break opportunities. Just they're not executing the fast break opportunities all the time. But when they start doing, then this game could get out of hand.
Mosqueda
That's on the head. You grabbed her head.
is fouled. Quick pass over. Can't handle it cleanly. That's Kleinert. Kleinert. Turnover.
You can't swim over the player. Now you're up.
So Campbell.
You're up again.
Johnson up ahead quickly.
Now she
The
gets a
Vaqueros. Doorstep. Johnson puts it in. 6-3. The Vaqueros on top.
She got her opportunity and converted that time.
Official ball of the championships here for the 2017 finals. Cap 7 ball, and We had some conversations about that ball last year, and the Cap 7 ball has a unique movement to it, from what we're told.
You know, when I played, I just shot the ball really hard. I didn't try to put any spin on it. I didn't, you know.
Movement in terms of the way it skips off of the water.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm sure someone that pays, you know, attention to the really, really fine details about that could probably give you a whole earful lecture about it.
Are you telling me that you don't pay attention to fine details? Am I painting you in a corner?
Now you're going to get me in trouble.
Where's Coach Marsh?
Oh, he's back over there. He's talking to our right shirt guy.
Hey, you know this game will archive to our site, so he'll have an opportunity to watch this broadcast live or after the fact.
Yeah, so when I get fired in a week, I'm going to call you.
I don't know if we'll have any openings for water polo up until next year.
I mean, you could be right. It could bounce off the water differently. I mean, they certainly have a different feel to it than the old Mikasa's do. I mean, personally, I like those balls. Sorry, these water polo balls a little better than the old Mikasa ones, but you know, it's just, you know, new is sometimes always better, and you know, or it's not. But I feel like these are well-made balls, and you know, there's a reason why both NC2A and
steal by Frazier.
I believe both NC2A and the CCAA both went to Cap 7 this year.
The 3C2A.
3C2A. Maybe not this year, but sometime within the last couple of years.
Yeah, the last couple of years, I believe it's been the Cap 7 ball.
I think they're a company out of Santa Barbara. They might be. They're I'm pretty sure they're Southern California.
Frazier looking to close, and what a save by Talia Powell.
That was a whip, and then unfortunate. There's a kick out there. Kick out and timeout by Delta. So who is that? Is that number 6 and kicked out?
And it looks like that's going to go against Maddie Owens.
Yeah, Maddie had a whip of a shot. She got her whole body.
Oh, no, that was Frazier.
Oh, it was Frazier?
Yeah, Emma Frazier, lead goal scorer for the Vaqueros.
Yeah, she had that ball just whipped around, and the Delta goalie was able to track it, and then
and that's not an easy shot to track because the defender's right there, so that's more of an anticipation play. And that's a great job by Talia Powell, lead save.
Yeah.
Lead goalie in the Big 8 Conference and one of the leaders in the state. Well, timeout on the pool. We'll have a timeout ourselves. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Santa Barbara Vaqueros up by 3 over the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs, but the Mustangs up with the man advantage last time in this situation. They were able to score and close the gap. I have to say the execution has been pretty good here on the San Joaquin Delta side, offensively and defensively, but the counterattacks and the transition opportunities for the Vaqueros seem to be the difference.
Oh.
Shot out front. No good. That one hitting the bar.
Leads to, yeah. This is probably going to be a goal
here. Here comes the counter right on cue. This is Haley Johnson again. This is going to be a 5-meter?
No, she was outside of the 5.
Okay, so she, outside the 5, it'll be an exclusion. Now the Vaqueros a man up. And we'll have a timeout on the Santa Barbara side. Under 20 seconds to go. This should, you can't win a game at halftime, but you can definitely cement your momentum going in at the half. That's exactly what Santa Barbara will try to do out of the timeout when we come back. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports.
I'll just piggyback off what you're saying before. Is they want to keep the momentum, but the term that we use is you have your enemy down, and everyone says don't kick your enemy while you have them down. It's in water polo or in sports. It's
you want to do exactly that.
you want to kick them down. You want to put your foot on their throat and then stomp on it. Make sure they they can't get any life back to them. And
Frazier,
there you go,
on the mark. Multi-goal game here today. We'll see if we can get some stats for you at halftime. We talked about Emma Frazier, the lead goal scorer on the season for the Vaqueros, adds to her total yet again. Say that's her second goal
of the game.
So
that's pretty good.
Could be more than that. My stats always unofficial. Santa Barbara gets exactly what they want coming out of that timeout, up a man.
Now you just got to play defense here for the last 12 seconds, and you go in with 4-goal lead and all the momentum in the second half.
See if Delta can muster anything here in the final seconds.
Nope.
They won't get a shot off. We'll go in at the half. 7-3, the Vaqueros on top of the Mustangs. You are watching the 2017 Water Polo Championships for the 3C2A here on SoCal College Sports. About a minute away from the start of the second half here. Game 4 on the day of the Water Polo Championship semifinal Friday. 7-3, the Vaqueros on top of San Joaquin Delta. The Mustangs, they were close early and they let it get away from there at the end of the first half. What'd you see here, Cole?
It's, the same thing that Santa Barbara's been doing the entire game. They're pressing, they're doing heavy press on the outside, and that's leading to turnovers and counterattack offense that is leading to goals and kickouts, man-ups, which will lead to goals as well. So if Santa Barbara continues that in the second half, there should be no reason why they let this 4-goal lead slip away from them.
Well, I have to say, the Vaqueros a little sloppy in their, I guess, in their half-court offense, if you will. I thought transitionally, though, they were very, very effective.
Yeah, they started out strong. They had a couple goals in the first quarter in the front of the cage, and then they kind of like petered out from there, like you said. But what does that matter when you're getting kickouts and fast break opportunities? Like, one thing falls short and another thing picks up your offense, and you still have a 4-goal lead. So
Polo's doing a pretty good job of starting the break, going back the other way.
Yeah, and Haley Johnson's been the one that's been leading their counterattack for the most part.
Johnson's been leaking out of a couple times. I believe she has 2 goals.
2 goals, maybe a couple kickouts drawn as well.
Frazier also with multiple goals today, lead goal scorer for the Vaqueros, as we mentioned earlier. In winning the opening sprint of the second half, it is Santa Barbara in the black caps. Johnson with it near side. This is Haley. Haley looking inside to enter to Sarah Parson. Parson can't receive the pass cleanly. It goes back to San Joaquin Delta. Well, Delta down by 4, but not necessarily out of it yet.
No, I mean, everyone at this level has the opportunity for a quick punch.
Diaz out front looking to dump one in, and she does just that over the outstretched arms of Nicole Poulos. So Diaz gets on the board here. We'll see the replay. Just does a terrific job of anticipating Poulos dropping down into the pool. 7-4 right off the bat here. Start of the second half.
And that's hard for a goalie because you gotta, you don't want to come flying out of the cage, but you want to make the offensive player pick up the ball a little sooner than they want.
Right.
And hopefully that'll give chance, or not chance, but time for your defense to come back and help you out. But defense didn't help her out. She fell off her legs, and it was an easy lob right over her.
Johnson with it out front.
Let's see how they respond here.
Haley fires one in. I believe Haley Johnson now with a hat trick, and she just took advantage of no high hands from the defense for San Joaquin Delta.
Yeah, just picked up and shot.
And Powell late to react.
It's a good shot.
So Haley Johnson showing off the rifle.
We're back to a 4-goal game.
It's a terrific response there from Santa Barbara. And the passing seems a little crisper now in the half court.
Yeah. Just
that's a pretty good pass inside. Goes to Witkowski, and they're looking for Witkowski. Is this going to be an exclusion?
No.
Just a foul.
It's a foul.
Witkowski gets it back, and there's a steal. Russell Sadoff. Sun starting to set here. It's only 3:40. Live from Cuesta College, the 2017 Water Polo Championships. Day 1 of 2 back at you tomorrow, 9 a.m. start time.
Oh, she didn't see the ball. Oh, still kept it.
Like Parson, late to react, but still gets there first, and we'll have an offensive turnover.
Yeah. The referee said just shoved her away. So you can't really do that.
It's going to go against McKillican. So possession now back to the Mustangs, trailing by 4.
And they need to get their hit in here to keep this game within 3 goals. Come on. Nope.
Allen looking far side. This is going to be another turnover. And the execution that was pretty good in the first half for San Joaquin Delta, just not there. And you have to really credit the defense for Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Santa Barbara's had great defense all game.
Limiting San Joaquin Delta. Only 4 goals thus far.
There you go. Offensive turnover. Now he's looking for You got to put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. No, actually, go all the way weak. All the way weak. There you go.
Far side, they were looking for a Lamy.
If it's a better pass, it could be a goal, but let's see what she
Pretty
can
good
do
pass
here.
from Lamy. Allen unable to get there in time.
Well, 5 needed to move in. Down line.
This is Campbell.
That could be you. Pretty.
Allen.
Ah.
And that went off of Poulos. It will stay here.
Delta had an opportunity for a counterattack goal there, but a couple errant passes. They missed out on their opportunity to score a goal sooner. And now
we have a turnover. This is Parson back the other way.
She's
one-on-one with the goalie. Hannah Hayes closing in pursuit from Delta. Santa Barbara looking to swell their lead.
Kick it across. There you go.
It's a good pass, but unable to get there in time was Haley Johnson. Powell all over it. Powell kicks it back the other way.
That was an interesting no call there. I felt like the referee could have given her a little bit of something, but maybe she needed to pick her head up or make a better play towards the ball.
.4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Terrific move with Witkowski. Second time she spun away from a defender. Unable to get over the hands of Nicole Poulos, and Poulos rises up out of the pool and makes a save.
Great block. She needed a little more arc on that if she wanted to lob it over.
See Poulos here on the replay. Able to get a hand on it and deny Witkowski point blank. You have to really like the moves there from Witkowski. Able to spin away from defending players. Down low in the middle.
Well, it looked like her defender was just underwater that play. There's Johnson.
Johnson.
Pass to Parsons.
Parson denied by Powell.
The Santa Barbara's there. Delta was going to offense before they had the ball. This might cost them. Nope.
Powell again. Talia Powell doing her part to keep this game close. Delta still trails it by 4. 3:35 to go, third quarter.
Offensive foul.
It will go back to Santa Barbara. Mustangs just unable to capitalize here. Now Parson near side.
You got to slide over now. Slide over. Nope. Hand up.
Parson rises up cross cage and fires one home 9-5.
9-4.
Or 4 rather. Excuse me. Parson just takes a really good angle.
Yeah, the goalie was coming across to take away the near side, and Parsons went back across cage.
Extends the lead to 5 here for Santa Barbara. Some substitutions here. It looks like San Joaquin Delta a little tired here, Carl.
Yeah, the girls are breathing pretty heavy as they're coming out. Sorry, the women are breathing pretty heavy as they're coming out.
Agreed.
Let's see what his second line, or I don't know if it's his first line, what they can do.
We have to get something started in a hurry. Down by 5. Lamy on the far side. She's a starter. Enters it into Whitney Dorr. Dorr looking point blank.
Yeah.
5 meter?
No.
Exclusion.
Just an exclusion.
Johnson will have to come off. So Delta will have an advantage here.
They need to score here. That
one denied. That didn't even get to the goalie, and that's terrific defense by Russell Sadoff of Santa Barbara.
You always want a quick strike, but they should have taken their time there. That was a little too quick.
Johnson will work it up ahead. This is Tori Bray. The steal.
Good defense.
Mosqueda. And Mosqueda has about 3 steals today. She's been very impressive defensively for San Joaquin Delta. Lamy.
See what you can do.
Has a diving Jessica Diaz. Diaz with a goal already this quarter. She has nothing but her and the goaltender. She loses it out front. Ball just skips away from her.
I agree with the Delta coach. That should have been something.
Well, San Joaquin Delta, I believe, made it up to the finals last year at Las Positas. The coach for the women was ejected in that one.
Really?
It was.
Yeah, you're bringing up more painful memories. You guys love that today. We just missed out on the state tournament last year to Long Beach by 3
Long Beach,
goals.
right?
Yeah, 3 goals. And then now it's a kick out here.
Overzealous from Whitney Dorr. So Dorr out on an exclusion.
Now he's going to get a yellow card.
And we'll have a yellow card.
He's unhappy with the refereeing right now.
Well, Carl, let me ask you a question here. If you're coaching San Joaquin Delta, are you unhappy with the refereeing?
You know, I think he has a point. Down there, that should have been something. That wasn't a no call. And the girl had inside water. She's making a play on the ball, and all of a sudden she goes backwards. Now, maybe the referee thought that she was.
Yeah, there's no wave machine in the pool last I checked.
Well, you know, she was either getting pulled or, you know, she's trying to win, you know, an Academy Award for acting right there. So I guess the referee felt like she's trying to win an Academy Award and decided no call. And then, you know, you go from thinking that you deserve a call down here to, you know, possibly having a goal, cutting into a 4-goal lead, and now back down here, one of your players gets kicked out, and now instead of a 5-goal lead, it could be a 6-goal lead, and you know, he has every right to voice his opinion, and
the hits just keep on coming. If you're San Joaquin Delta, you're down by 5.
Yeah.
You're playing for a spot in tomorrow's final versus Sierra. Could be an all-North final.
Yeah.
But right now, it's Santa Barbara holding serve, top team in the state according to the CAP 7 ball rankings.
Starting to look a little more like Apollo Creed and Yvonne Drago and Rocky IV. Just close at the beginning, but now Yvonne is just crazy punches getting in. And
I wouldn't go there. It's probably a bad reference.
Well, you know, not.
I love the reference.
If they haven't seen the movie, then, you know, like, oh, okay.
Who hasn't seen Rocky IV?
I don't know. That came out way before I was born, I think.
Sometime in the 80s.
Yeah, it must have been. 80s or early 90s.
1:44 remaining here in the third quarter, 9-4. Vaqueros with a 5-goal lead. Winner of this game will play Sierra tomorrow, our final game of the day on day 2.
Would a better one be just Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed in the first couple rounds, where Rocky didn't really know what he was doing?
Rocky knew what he was doing. He got him down early.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
It's true.
Wait. Okay. I think I know. Yeah, it was a quick little punch. Apollo went down, and Apollo came back and started hammering him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're on the end of where Apollo is just getting his punches in, and Rocky's just taking it. You know.
We can probably go away from the Rocky references. Frazier has it up front. She's fouled. Far side. That's a terrific pass. Good recovery defensively from Kate
Great
Allen.
Defense. That's good defense. Santa Barbara should have had another goal there, but the Delta defender was just on top of it and was able to force the ball under.
Yeah, because Dijkstra had a beat on it. Looked like she was right in front of that ricochet.
Oh, this is you.
Now here's Alyssa Anderson. Anderson with a little water in front of her. Here comes the defense. Russell Sadoff.
Steal. Yeah.
And the ball just being given up too easily here
Yeah.
from San Joaquin Delta.
Santa Barbara defense again. Smothering them.
Yeah. Frazier looking to close the gap. Battle of number 8's Witkowski. And the game seems to be getting a little bit more physical here, Carl.
Yeah, I imagine San Juan might be a little frustrated with the fact that, you know, they're down. They're probably a little frustrated that they lost to Sierra last weekend. And, you know, they're playing a physical Santa Barbara team, so those frustrations could be boiling over, and that'll lead to more physical play.
Diaz with a goal already this quarter, has the ball out front. She's working on Emma Frazier. Oh, that's a terrific entry pass. That's Witkowski, and this is going to be a 5-meter.
Absolutely. That is absolutely the right call.
We get a clap from the coaching staff here for San Joaquin Delta, finally getting a call.
Yeah. She had inside water, which means she, you know, controlled the water in front of the cage. The ball came to her. She made a good, strong move towards the cage. Defender tried to take away her advantage. Great call. Great move. That's the correct call.
Proper call.
Yeah.
There we go. Allen with it out front. She will attempt the 5-meter.
Need this here.
Skips it in, and just not enough on it as that ball seemed to die on the water, and Poulos was all over it. So the score remains 9-4.
It's funny how you're talking earlier this quarter about how the Cap 7's a great skipping ball and just didn't skip there.
That's the second time that we've seen it not skip like you would anticipated it would. Lob shot, not going to go. Final shot of the third quarter, and we will go into the fourth, 9-4. Santa Barbara with a commanding 5-goal lead, looking for their place tomorrow's championship game versus Sierra. Stay tuned. Margin for error is slim for San Joaquin Delta. They trail it by 5 heading into the fourth, 9-4. And Carl White, Mike Cepeda with you on today's coverage. Carl, a very steep hill to climb here for your San Joaquin Delta.
Yeah, with the way Santa Barbara's been playing defense, just all-around team smothering defense. And, you know, Delta's had their opportunities, but just haven't been able to capitalize. You know, it should be a 9-5 game, but missed 5-meter penalty. You know, maybe another missed call as well. This could be a game of ifs for the San Joaquin Delta coach. What could have happened if we got this call, if we scored this goal? And that's just not something you want to have. You don't want a game of ifs, but you want a game of, yeah, we did it.
Well, again, tomorrow coverage will start at 9 a.m. It'll be the third place game for the men. That bracket is already set. It'll be Sierra and Long Beach City. Golden West and West Valley, a battle of 1 seeds in tomorrow's final for the men. Santa Barbara wins the sprint here for the fourth quarter. Frazier with it near side, and you can expect Santa Barbara to kind of take the air out of the ball here in the final quarter of play up 5. Great pass to Haley Johnson on the doorstep.
Just couldn't keep a handle on it.
Talia Powell right there. Powell will start the break going back the other way.
That wasn't a good pass.
To Alyssa Anderson. She's looking for Lamy, and Lamy has it stolen by Haley Johnson. And Johnson's just been a menace on both ends here, Carl.
Absolutely.
Frazier, Parsons fouled. Haley gets up ahead quickly. Look at Haley Johnson. More separation again.
Great
she
block.
is denied up front again. Talia Powell.
Good block. She's keeping her team in the game. And
the pass right back to Santa Barbara.
An errant pass, and then Haley Johnson's open again.
Johnson one-on-one. Can she convert this time? Johnson takes her time and puts one through. At least a hat trick today for Haley Johnson. 10-4. As we see the replay here as Johnson takes her time that time and goes left corner. Pass Powell. 6:46 to go in this one, and barring a monumental collapse, likely going to see Santa Barbara in the final tomorrow for the championship.
Turn that down.
Carl, I noticed something right now. At this time of the day, the sun seems to be a bit of a factor for the goalie on the right side.
Yeah, the goalie down here closest to us, it's going to be the 4-5 side. So the pool side of the pool closest to us, there's going to be a nice little glare there for her to deal with.
Natalie Lamy driving in. She is denied. It's going to be an exclusion. Good offensive execution from San Joaquin Delta.
They need a goal here.
Lamy.
Shot.
Cross cage from Jessica Diaz. Her second goal today.
A great passing sequence there. They kept the goalie all the way on that side. The defense started to slide over. Caught the defense sleeping. Nice pass. Caught the ball. Shot and goal.
Jessica Diaz, the lead goal scorer on the season.
And now he's got his backup goalie in. Maybe giving her a rest. We'll see how it goes.
It was Diaz and Kate Allen, two top goal scorers for San Joaquin Delta coming in. Allen with a couple goals, I believe, today.
Yeah, so the backup goalie for Santa Barbara is now in. So we'll see if this has any effect on the game.
Melissa Walk. Coming on for Nicole Poulos. The lead is cut to 5.
And then Haley yeah, she drew another kick out.
So Haley Johnson draws a kick out.
And it's her second, at least her second drawn kick out on the day.
Anderson will come off. Santa Barbara man up. Also Sadoff moves out to Johnson. Johnson a wide open Emma Frazier.
Yeah.
And check that, not Frazier. This is McKillican putting it home.
Yeah, they're keeping him down.
That's just a terrific pass. Great execution on the man advantage. That's just tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to beat good execution in any sport.
Oh, yeah. Especially, when you're down by 5 and the hits keep coming, you're you starting to get that creeping feeling in the back of your mind like, oh, no.
Usually in most sports, perfectly executed offense is going to win out versus great defense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can have the best defense in the world, but, it's just offense just needs to get lucky one time, and that's the game right there.
Yep.
And here we go.
Great entry pass.
Oh.
And Melissa Walk gets into the act.
As a backup goalie coming in like that in the fourth quarter, you want a good block to really cement that, hey, I didn't get put in just because we're winning the game.
I belong out here.
Yeah, I belong out here. I should be the starter.
Looking every bit the part. Melissa Walk with a fantastic save. Possession now back to the Black Caps of Santa Barbara.
They got their center open, but they need the ball down court. Easier pass. The Delta's just playing smothering defense right now.
Smothering defense, but at the same time, the sense of urgency, not really all that urgent for Santa Barbara as they're up by 6 with 4:50 to go.
Now she needs to get live.
It's Taylor Campbell. Campbell needs to give it up.
No, you need to get live.
Campbell will give it back. This is Mosqueda. Back to Campbell.
You got your point. Point should be open.
Player driving. This is Whitney Dorr. Dorr kicks it back out. Lincoln with a lob shot. Going cross cage and unable to get there. Walk there again.
Just hit the bar and rolled out.
We have to credit Melissa Walk at taking away that kind of angle and forcing that shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Frazier
yeah.
battling back and forth with Taylor Campbell. Frazier comes away from that battle. Bit of a breakaway here for Emma Frazier. Frazier, great pass open. Inside and off the mark to Alyssa Russell-Sadoff.
That should have been a goal right there. She just shot the ball high.
Agreed. Campbell for the Mustangs, trailing by 6, 3:45 to go. Door driving into the middle, looking for a position. Out front with it, this is Hannah Hayes.
Hey,
backhander. That was Kleinert. Let's see that one again. Pretty nifty move here from Kleinert.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Well, some whistles poolside. Carl, what are they talking about?
I think they're trying to zip up one of the suits, and then a substitution.
Russell Sadoff will come off.
The Delta coach is just encouraging, his team to, hey, keep up the defense.
Yep.
You get a couple quick strikes, maybe luck can be on their side.
Yep. Johnson will backpedal.
Yeah, Santa Barbara just needs to go on cruise control. They don't need to. They don't need to rush for any goals. Yep. They just need to play smart. Waste as much time as they can.
Kill some clock.
Yeah. And then
Frazier over to Johnson.
No, it's not Johnson. Johnson has the ball now.
Johnson now with it.
It's Parsons. Yeah, or Parson.
Yeah. Parson in the middle.
Is she outside? I don't think she knew.
It was Dijkstra. McKillican looking for some room. Operating, she wins the ball.
Just dump the ball.
She'll have to dump it. 1 on the shot clock.
There you go.
And she finds a corner.
See, and
more valuable time will tick off here for San Joaquin Delta.
Yeah, Santa Barbara's doing everything they need to. Just, they didn't get a shot off. They didn't take a terrible shot. They instead dumped the ball and forced the Delta coach to waste a crucial timeout. But
Delta with a timeout. They trail it by 5, 11-6, 2:53 to go. Final game of the day here. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of the 3C2A 2017 Water Polo Championships for both the men's and the women's. Stay tuned. Out of the timeout. Both teams at full strength here. That timeout really to just stop the clock and get the offense set here.
Delta needs a quick strike right here. I mean, time is not on their side, so they need to score.
It's like a bunch set. They're looking for a couple drivers.
And they got someone open in the center. Oh, nope. All the way.
Well, it looked like Lamy was trying to make a break for it. Kate Allen, meanwhile, has it near side. She's fouled.
What is going on in the center? Yeah.
A lot of jostling back and forth. Haley Johnson and Mosqueda.
Well, she was on top of the girl.
Or check that, Witkowski, rather. Diaz now with it on the far side. And man advantage here for Delta, 2:30 to go.
And that's key because Haley Johnson just got her 3rd kick out of the game, so she is no longer allowed in the pool. So Delta needs a strike here.
Hayes, Diaz. Diaz with a little water in front of her. Outstretched hands off of a deflection,
unlucky.
And Diaz with a hat trick today.
Unlucky.
11-7. The gap closed to 4, and Delta maybe within striking distance here. 2:14 to go.
Yeah, we call that a weight room shot. That's just, that's pure muscle and power. Pushing it past a great shot block that just deflected in. That's unfortunate for Santa Barbara, but Delta's getting the momentum, albeit maybe a little too late. You got 4 goals, and you got 4 goals to make up, and 2:15 left. So you need the ball, and you need to score each time within at least 10 seconds.
Dijkstra Working against Kate Allen. The Vaqueros milking the clock here. Frazier thought about rising up out of the pool. Likes to pass it off to Parson. Gets it back. She's fouled. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Santa Barbara.
Yeah, just dump it. There you go.
So the Vaqueros in full clock kill mode.
Yeah, 140. That's more than likely the game. I mean, there would have to be an absolute miracle for Delta to score 4 goals in the next 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Especially considering how good the defense has been today here for Santa Barbara.
Yeah. But they have a chance to get it, within 3 right now with this man-up opportunity. Let's see what they do.
This is Anderson. Anderson, great one-time shot. What's it called?
She's inside the 2, so the red marker, if the ball is not inside of that, then an offensive player cannot be inside of that. Kind of like offsides for soccer or offsides for hockey as well.
She's not behind the defender, right?
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
It doesn't matter with the defender. What matters is with the ball. So the ball has to be inside the 2 for a player to go inside the 2 and make a offensive move.
Gotcha. Top seed from the South looking to hold serve here. Semifinal number 2 in the women's bracket. And they are going to do just that, up by 4, 45 seconds to go. It's been a game effort here from San Joaquin Delta. They're going to come up short, though.
Downline.
And after a game,
put it in the center. You have your center.
Witkowski's wide open with position. Instead, it'll come near side. It's just Anderson.
That driver on the 1-2 side. Nothing's going to come of it, though.
Witkowski receives it in the middle.
She kept it.
It's a great win for Witkowski.
What was a foul there? Oh.
It's going to be off the ball.
No.
Anderson.
He called the, yeah, that's a frustration kick out right there. I forget. That's number 8?
Witkowski.
Yeah, Witkowski. So her offensive foul came where the referee said that she's extended her left arm down and was pushing the Santa Barbara defender away from her. So the defender has to have an opportunity to make a play on the ball as well. And if she's taking that away, that's offensive turnover. And then she got frustrated and had to kick out the end of the game, which in the end it didn't really matter. Santa Barbara wins by 4.
Championship brackets are set for tomorrow. It'll be Santa Barbara and Sierra. As Santa Barbara moves on with a win over San Joaquin Delta, 11-7. Thank you for watching, everybody. Coverage starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It will be Long Beach and Sierra on the men's side. Again, 9 a.m. our start time tomorrow. Special thanks, of course, to John Mars, head coach here at Cuesta College, Bob Mariucci, the athletic director here at Cuesta College, Carlisle Carter, president of the 3C2A, and Mike Robles, information director for the California Community College Athletic Association. For Jeff Stoynoff, for Coral White, Matt Henson, Jorge Cepeda, the entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Signing off. We'll see you tomorrow morning here on SoCal College Sports, Day 2 of the Water Polo Championships live from Cuesta. Take care.